Good evening, guys. On time, as usual. Well, sometimes I cancel, but hey ho. Wait for a few people to come in. I want to talk about prisons and what the government have already said about prisons, um, about overpopulated. That's it. But I've got all the figures here that deem that the prisons aren't overflowing. It's definitely staff shortages. I'll wait for a few people to come in. If anyone's around, I did put a thing up the other day, a poll, and they said 7 p.m. So that's what I'll do every Saturday. But yeah, anyone can comment. It's free. Please like as you come in. It's free also. We'll see who comes in and who doesn't. It's 3, I can see. I'm hoping, well, let's hope. I'm not on a lot, so it'd be nice for about 10 or 15 people to come in. I'm happy with that. So please share to your friends and all that, and so they can come on and have a chat about social things and like prison, like what their time was like in prison. Anyone with stories can come on the panel to tell me about their experiences, and I'll tell them mine. But yeah, guys, do comment, so I know who's in. Yeah, I was watching a live Gypsy Auditor UK last night. It was quite funny. I was being nice in his comments, but he couldn't see me, so everyone else could. It was really weird. But that's Gypsy Auditor UK for you. He tries to block freedom of speech for some reason, and he keeps begging a lot, which is not a good thing. And you know, there's a lot of idiots out there who give him money, and you shouldn't be doing it. He lies about how much it costs, but we're not going to get into that anyway. This is not about the Ginger Minja. Right, there's 4 in the room. Who's in? Come in, guys. Welcome in. Do comment. Do like and subscribe. I'll wait for a few more people to discuss what I'm going to be discussing about. How many people do you know are like Ricky Keelan? He's really good, he is. He does a lot of prisons, category A's and stuff like that. Hi, Mary. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you. Hope you're okay. Yeah, the weather's been a bit of a joke today, isn't it? Raining, same as yesterday, but it's quite warm for October. But yeah, we'll just wait for a few more people to come in, Mary, and see what happens. It's a bit slow, YouTube, sometimes, getting notifications out to everyone. But yeah, I hope you liked as you come in, and you're a subscriber, so that's good. Seems a bit slow tonight, though. There's 3 other people, so can you comment? Yeah, exactly, Mary. Yeah, we missed. Well, there was only a little bit of wind a couple of nights ago, wasn't there? But it wasn't no nothing like Scotland. It's a weird name they've said it is again, isn't it? Like, I can't remember what it was now. Some foreign name. Bibba or something, I don't know, but I can't remember the store name. But yeah, I'm going to talk about the prison crisis at the moment in the UK, but I want a few people to come in first, and because the government are saying that all the prisons in the UK and Wales are full, not by my statistics anyway. I've got 6 prisons that have got spaces. It's quite astonishing. I'm not being funny, but I think the government are trying to concentrate on London, the London prisons. But they always talk about London anyway. Oh, not Miss Pegasus. Love, heart, respect back. But yeah, it's a bit. There's only 5 people. I don't get that. The last live I did, I had quite a few. And I did a poll not so long ago, and it everyone said 100% go on at 7, so that's what I did. And thank you for getting involved in the poll, everyone. But I'm not sure of the numbers. I mean, for all the UK, we've had a little bit of a problem, but heard about Danny Duffy. Who's Danny Duffy, Mary? Never heard of Danny Duffy.
Oh, is he a YouTuber?
Is he a YouTuber, Mary? By any chance? No, I don't think Tyrant and Ash will come on, Miss Pegasus. I really don't. Fraud to UK threatened to post my old address online. So, what does that tell you? You can't dox people's, people's addresses because you don't believe in what they're saying or whatever, disagreeing. It's crazy. Tyrant Searcher, I don't know where he is. I haven't got a clue. He might be in prison. Who knows? Exploring with Danny. I haven't seen that, Mary. I'll have to have a look. All I was going to say about the prisons, this is quite astonishing, but the prisons, like now, they've got 364 prisoners in there, but they hold up to 506 inmates. So that leaves 142 available cells. Also, Belmarsh, 676 prisoners, and they hold up to 910, but that leaves 234 cells. Berwyn, the Maxi prison in Wales, that's there's 1,948 people in the prison itself, and there's 2,106 spaces, so there's 158 left. And then you've got Birmingham, which is 998. It, obviously in there now, and it holds up to 819 prisoners. That leaves 179 available spaces. Wood Hill Prison, where I went in Milton Keynes, there's 507 in now, and it holds up to 819 also as Birmingham, and there's 312 spaces. It's a Category A prison, obviously, but it holds remand also. Peterborough, which is a dual prison, which obviously is women and men, there's 998 in now and 809 19 it holds up to, and that means there's 179 spaces left. So for all these people, are obviously in the prison system. They've got so many spaces left in the UK. It's unreal. But then you've got people, the government saying, "Oh no, we're overrun." It's not. It's staffing problems. Staffing's the issue, and it is because in in Wellingborough, I can't get the stats on that, but Wellingborough Prison, which is HMP 5 Wells, I did a video on it, and also, what was I saying? Wellingborough. Yeah, that holds up to around 2,225, I believe. But about 3 or 4 months ago, it only had 160 inmates in it. So that means there's over 1,000 places in that prison alone. And it just doesn't make sense.
Excuse me, Ash is having a go at me.
Frauditer, what's going on now, mate?
Because I said that he won't come on, he'll run like a bitch. He said he called me a wet wipe.
Frauditer, just calm it, mate, yeah? I haven't seen you for a while, Frauditer, anyway. Where's Tyrant Search UK? Is he in prison, been arrested, fraud, drugs, God knows what? And did he sell your drone for 500 quid? I didn't call you a bitch.
I did.
Oh, yeah, that's Miss Pegasus, not me.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, probably Frauditer, yeah. He's drug trafficking. Yeah, too bloody right. But so what you been up to, Ash? Or Frauditer UK, sorry. I just know by your name. So what do you think about the prison, the government saying that the prisons are over flooded with criminals, Frauditer, when it's quite a few available? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 prisons just in the UK and Wales, or 1 in Wales.
Yes,
in England. I haven't done Scotland or London. I think the government are thinking about London, like Wormwood Scrubs and all that. They're going to be full, you know that. But yeah, there's I thought there'd be a few more to come in. I'm hoping. Yeah, so I haven't looked at Scotland prisons. I haven't looked at the Isle of Wight, but they'll be the same. They won't be full. It's a staffing issue all over the place. I mean, you've got in Wellingborough, in 5 Wells, it's got, I think, 700 officers. No, sorry, Berwyn in Wales, it's got 700 officers to hold 1,900. That's quite bad. And the prison officers they're not very good at doing what they do. The prisoners, I think, they haven't got any street sense, and I don't think. I mean, if you say boo to them, they'd run. You know, they're too young, no experience. Fair play to the prison system. There's hardly any foreign prison officers, which is good, because we're in England, in the UK, so I wouldn't want to be spoken to by a foreign prison officer. I really wouldn't, because I wouldn't understand it. Like the SIAs, some of the SIA guys, they don't, they don't know the law. They don't seem to know the law anyway. All they seem to do is like boss people around, and not show their SIA, which you have to show your SIA by law when you approach a member of the public. That's written in stone. So, plus it's common sense. But you get a lot of foreigners who are SIAs. They don't even understand English. But the problem with the SIA, they let them cheat, the foreigners. So they pass because they're not very good on English exams. So it's quite sickening, really. People, it's like prisons. There's some prison officers who bring in contraband like phones, drugs, obviously, SIM cards, spice. They can get hold of still. It's crazy. We're punishing people with drugs. And then they come out and do it again. There's just doesn't seem to be any sort of stopping the criminal from doing it again. There's no rehabilitation. Never has been. When I was in prison, there was no rehabilitation. Put you in a door, in your cell, whatever, 18 hours a day. That was at Woodhill, Category A prison. But mine was only minor, really, so I weren't in there too long. I've been there twice, but I mean the food was good, must admit. The officers were okay, but the problem is there was a lot of crime inside as well, which the officers were turning a blind eye to. And when I was in there was a lot of smoking, so obviously you were allowed to smoke in prison then, which was a lot better. But the problem with that is, if you run out of fags halfway through before your canteen, let's say, you have to do a burn deal. There's no other way, because pad mates, sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. You always go at the top dog, as they call them, up on the fours. This was at Woodhill, and you did a burn deal, and you say take 20 grams, you'd have to pay 60 back. It was crazy. And you were only allowed at the time £17 a week or £14 a week. I think the first time I went in the 90s was £14. £14 a week I could spend, and to get 10 fags or baccy, that'd be it then, really. Well, mind you, you'd have some change for like some chocolate and stuff and some phone credit. But usually phone credit didn't come out of the canteen's money. They wouldn't take that down as a spend, which was good. But we didn't have any computers or anything like that in our cells like they do now. You couldn't lock your own door. They do it for you.
I could.
So if you went to education, education and stuff like that, you'd have to tell the officer, and the SO would come and lock your door, then let you back in when you come back in the afternoon. I know women's prisons are quite well, they're very soft. My partner went to Peterborough.
Butlins.
It was in one of my videos, and it was Butlins. Butlins prison camp, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And she could lock her own cell. Mad. And unlock the cell. It's crazy.
And have the key round your neck when you go to education.
Oh yeah, she had a key round her neck, so she'd go. It was like in a holiday camp. But Woodhill was a tough prison. There's a lot of people who've been to soft prisons, but I think when I was there in '96, because it was only open 3 years, and Charles Bronson was in there, but he was in Seg, and I didn't know really I did know of the guy, but I weren't so bothered. But now, like, I write to him and email him and all that all the time. But he's a nice guy. He's changed. Not, you know, they let all these horrible people out, like rapists, murderers. They let them out early. But Charles Bronson, they keep denying. You know. Yeah, I've just taken one up. There's Wormwood Scrubs, and there's in now 1,200 people. Holds up to 1,079, so that means that they've gone over. Yeah, so they're overcrowded in Wormwood Scrubs as well. In that one, Pentonville and that are probably the same. But yeah, like as I was saying, for prisons, I mean, my one, Woodhill, was quite good. It was in Milton Keynes, quite a big prison. I was in Unit A, and then I went into Unit B. Unit A was like coming off like substances or alcohol. I was in there for detoxing off alcohol. I was quite poorly, and then I'm like a week of that moved on to Unit B, which was a lot better because you're out your cell more. So it was quite nice. But I don't know why there's, because the comments aren't going up or not. It's just staying there. But anyway, guys, you know, it was, I mean, anyone who's been to prison will know. Anyone, you know. Are you still there, Fraudetta, or you've gone silent? But anyway, it's you know, the prison side of it nowadays. I think it's too easy. I think it's very easy. You know, you know, you go in there with no drug habit, but you come out with a drug habit. You know, it's crazy. And you bring in phones, and then, you know, people, and then the news are reporting on it, and then people get ideas to do other things. It just doesn't seem right, does it? It's like, you know, it's like with these police TV shows. They give you sort of ideas on how to keep away from the police. You know, I think it's crazy, but it's good. You know, in certain ways. But I think Khan himself should be locked up in prison for the rest of his life. Who? Oh, Rishi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rishi Sunak should be in there as well. I don't think Fraudetta's not in here, I don't think. Who's run away again. Yeah, so it's the prison side of things. Yeah, prison's tough as you can't do anything. You're not allowed to do anything, only when they tell you to, and you don't see your family or friends or anything. That's the punishment. And not being able to go to the showers when you want to, you can only shower now and again. It's horrible. But apart from that, I mean, I used to go in the shower and just put like wear my underwear. Always. I used to do that all the time because you never know what perv's standing next to you, you know. And you get locked in this shower, and there's like 12 showers in one like room, and then you got 3 baths. Which, if you don't want to go into a shower, you can have a bath, but you're still sharing a bath anyway, aren't you? Really, just doesn't make sense.
We could lock our own shower door.
Yeah, because you were in a clown prison.
No, Butlins.
Butlins, yeah. I mean, but that's why we call it Butlins. It's like Woodhill's. Woodhill is a totally different category.
Yeah, I know.
Woodhill's a category A, and yours is a category probably fuck all, really. But yeah, you get all kinds of categories like C, A, B, C, and D. You know. But yeah, it depends on the staff as well. If the staff treat you like crap, then you know the prison's not gonna maintain. Sorry, guys, hang on. Oh, that's it. I thought I lost you guys then. Yeah, if they won't maintain it won't maintain the prison population, you know, because prisoners are always going to be fighting amongst them, fighting amongst the staff, you know, and then they're never going to get out. Woodhill was quite strict on that. If you didn't clean your own cell, you'd be put on basic, which you'd lose a week, probably a week of. I think it's a week of no canteen, and also shortness of visits. So you only, instead of getting an hour, you get half an hour. It was crazy, and there's no point in doing it. And then, you know, you get locked up longer. You miss association. It's crazy. Even if you haven't, if they see a little mark on your sink, they used to inspect it, and then if it's not clean enough, they'll take you up and see the governor. And my old governor was on he's on one of the crime documentaries on 4, I think, Channel 4 or 5, I can't remember. 4 or 5. It's on Channel 4. Yeah, it is. Yeah, what? It is 4. Is it 4 or 5?
What's that?
My old governor at Woodhill, who does that crime documentary. Yeah, he was nice, because I was supposed to be on a week basic, but he put it down because I said I was claustrophobic. I didn't like it and stuff, anxieties and stuff. So I got only 3-day basic, so I was quite happy. Yeah, I was really happy. And I prefer a cell on my own as well. Crime documentary. Yeah, so the surrounding of the prison. I mean, the second time I went in there in 2009, it was a different governor. I can't remember who it was, but he was quite strict. No one saw him though. Probably sitting in his office drinking coffee and tea and stuff. But there were quite a few people in there then. There was a lot of drug users, domestic violence, a lot of that, bullying. You know, people who have various crimes. I mean, when I was in Unit B, I was on the second floor, and underneath me were a couple of gangsters, well, sort of gangsters, wannabes, and it was a dad and a son, and they kept doing bets, and they'd killed someone, basically a double murder, I think it was, and they were allowed to share a cell, which I didn't understand. But from there, he used to use the pin phone and ring and gamble, and once he won £90,000 when I was there. They went to trial, went to court, and pleaded guilty, and they both got life. I don't know how many years they got after that, because I was on like the lower, so they were in the lifer unit, which was in the middle of the prison with another wall. It was like a prison within a prison. So they went there. That's an extra segregation. Yeah, that's the last time I heard. You know, that was it. It was weird seeing them, to be honest. So I was on the news and everything. But yeah, you don't really see celebs in it. Well, not celebs, but, you know, criminal people like that have been shown on the news, and they're in there for that. You know, double murder, father and son. You know. But he was a millionaire, so was the son. It's quite good. I don't know what's going on in my comments, because no one's commenting. Yeah, please, guys, if you're in here still, there's 7 here, so please give me a comment and your experiences, if you've had any, i.e. the prison system. But all I know is that the prisons aren't full. It's a staffing issue, and that's fact. There's one more. I've got 6 now, so that seems to go down and up quite a bit.
I've got 8 on mine.
Have you?
Yeah.
It'll change in a minute.
Go out.
But no one's commenting.
That's not the way everyone is.
They're here. There's 5 now. I know Forder's gone.
Yeah. Mary's gone quiet as well.
Has he? Has she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know she hasn't been on for a little while.
Wonder where the others are, like sea dog sniffer and that.
I don't know. I put Frauditer in time out until he weren't coming on to be nice, was he?
Well, all I said is they won't come on because they'll run off like bitches. But it's alright for Ash to say that, but if someone else says it, it's different.
He doesn't like free speech. Oh yes. But anyway, guys, yeah, what was I saying about the prison system? I like to hear other stories also. So if anyone can share their experience, that would be a good sign, really. Maybe I should do these lives a little bit more. It's just because, I've only got 6 people in at the minute, and usually I've got about 20. But I did do a poll, and everyone said 7 p.m. is a good time to do it. But then again, I didn't say what day. But I was going to do 7 till 9 every Saturday, as long as I get the numbers. But if I can't get the numbers, there'll be no point. You're right, Colonel Weed. I like a bit of that myself, mate. Oh, Colonel Ward, sorry, I thought Weed. Saw the picture. Sorry, mate. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in. I'll just, what I was saying about the prisons, mate. Just saying about things like the government saying the prisons are full when they're not. There's a lot of staffing issues. There's no full cells. So so I don't know what the government are going on about. But have you been to prison or served time in any prison that you can share? Yeah, it'd be good to hear different experiences. People, what makes me laugh as well, people always say prison's easy. Prison is not easy in that sense, because you can't do what you want to do. But yeah, these numbers are weird tonight. But as Gypsy says, you can't be that good if you haven't got many people in your life. But the problem is, neither's Gypsy, but I don't pay for mine, as you can see. And I will say, Gypsy Auditor UK's videos are absolute rubbish. I don't know why people watch them. Oh no, you're not an Arsenal supporter, Colonel Ward. No, I'm a Tottenham, as you can probably guess. Yid Army, as they say. We're doing very well at the moment. Arsenal haven't been doing so well. What was the score then, Colonel Ward? I hope it was a good, for you, they won. But you had a few beers. Yeah, no, Tottenham did really well. Since Kane left, Christ, we're doing a lot better. Mary, you in here still or not? Are you gone? Yeah. 2-2 Chelsea. Hate them. 2-0. Oh, bloody hell, yeah. So Chelsea are coming back then, Colonel Ward. They haven't been doing very well either. Not bad for 2-2 though. Caught up, so that's good. I'm going to go for a couple of minutes and I'll be back, guys. I need to sort some stuff out on this. But yeah, speak to you in a bit. Sorry, guys, back. Sorry about that. Just had to sort some problems out on the system. Yeah, we dropped a couple, but I'm back. Anyone want to come in? I've had to ban Ash forward to UK because sometimes you never know what he's going to be doing or what he's up to and this kind of stuff. I don't know what's happening to him now. I really don't know, to be fair. He's acting all strange. Not the sort of person I met 3 or 4 years ago. Well, not met, but online. Never actually met the guy. I know what he looks like, but I don't know. I've never met him. But all good to him. I hope hope he don't get arrested or in trouble or beaten up or whatever that might happen. But that's again down to him. Or I wish him the best. Same as Tyrant Searcher, if he's still alive or he's in prison or whatever, I don't know. Who knows? He's a bit of a. I thought he was all right at the start, but him and Ash are too close. They're too close for comfort, really. I don't like all that. You know, one helping one. I thought we're all supposed to be helping each other, but you know. Oh well, we're not in a school ground or a playground or anything, so. Gypsy Order to UK, he blocked me from his channel. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because he knows I know a lot of truth. He usually bans people that that are positive. You know, positive. He likes negatives. He really does. He's not very well, but anyway. Enough about that weirdo. Also, who's the other one? Society X is all right. He's not too bad. His lives are a bit boring. Apart from that, you know, he's all right. He's probably all right off of YouTube, but it's mainly people on YouTube that are quite funny, you know, weird people, you know, and half of them don't work anyway. And they always seem to film police and say, "Oh, I'm filming police. I'm unemployed." I can tell you're a waste of space, but they're working. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's a bit like Gypsy Order to UK again. Here we go. Look, he tends to beg for money. From Slough to London on a day ticket is 17 quid. He always begs for 50, and he reckons he's there from what is it? Leaving his house at 6 a.m. being in London for about I don't know, probably about 8, and then being there for 12 hours, which is a load of rubbish. People donate him 50 quid. Every time he says 50 quid for a travel card, it's nonsense. He begs for that with lunch and his fags and all that so he can buy that. He can't work. He don't want to work. I mean, he's too thick to work, to be honest. Let's face it. You know? Gypsy Order. You know, he said on his live last night that someone was mentally ill because they disagreed with him. It's like, oh, okay, that's weird. Okay, fair enough. But then again, Gypsy Order to UK is not well. He just doesn't admit things. You know, we all like truth on this channel. I speak my mind, and so should other people. You're right, UK Transparency. Welcome in, bro. Bit of a quiet night tonight, UK, but you know, it's just one of them things. Oh, Miss Pegasus is back, as we know, because I live with her, so yeah.
I think Bear Britain's on as well.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, guys, is basically about people, you know, like different YouTubers. About what, 3 years ago when we had the first lockdown? When we had the lockdown, people were YouTubing everywhere. I wanted to. Oh yeah, UK, you got it. But you know, YouTube back then was really fun because it was going against the rules of the country of lockdowns, which was absolutely ridiculous. So I went out all the time in lockdowns. I didn't care, you know. A bit of flu's not going to worry me, and I didn't get one. So, what does that tell you? So that you had the likes of Live Free, who else? Basically, Live Free was the best one on YouTube at the time, really. He knew what he was talking about. He knew what he was doing. He had the gift of the gab. And, I was quite honoured to work with him. Unfortunately, we picked Gypsy Auditor up and Live Free told me all about him. So that's where it's come from, really. Live Free's done a lot of stuff, but haven't we all? He's paid his price, paid his due. And hopefully he's keeping out of trouble. Yeah, I know, UK. It's the way it is, isn't it? It's crazy. It was quite good because there weren't a lot of people out and the roads were bare, and I loved it. And now look at everyone; they're all like Karens. There's still a few Karens out there wearing masks. Just don't understand it. Maybe they're mentally ill. Who knows? The Crusader. Hey, Pegasus, you coward. Why are you blocking people? Crusader, come up here and tell me that. I'm not a coward. I just don't like Frauditer UK's the way he does things. He's bullied me. He said, if I keep on about him, he'll dox my address. That's a criminal offence as it is. But I'm not one of these snakes and grasses. I'll deal with it when I see him. I'll never see him because he's always indoors. I believe he's still in Bristol. He says he moves everywhere. Yeah, I know UK. It's incredible, isn't it? I haven't blocked Sea Dog. I like Sea Dog. Frauditer, he's just he's bully. What's that?
Fraud. Karma will get to him.
That's not Karma. Yeah. It's not Frauditer. Frauditer keeps Sea Dog. He's really good to the channel. I like him. The only person I've blocked is Frauditer UK. He blocked me off his, so why can't I block him, man? And he's being spiteful to Miss Pegasus. I can't have people who are horrible to women. Got anything else to say, Crusader? Yeah, eat them apples. The Crusader is probably Frauditer, to be fair.
Probably he's changed it like he does.
Check. I have blocked Sea Dog. I haven't blocked Sea Dog. Yeah, I know UK. That's the problem, Marsh. I had a test. I smoked through it. I put a fag over the top of it, and I could blow the smoke out the little holes in the mask. But the holes are the size of this stupid thing they were showing about that disease ball, and it's about the same size as the hole is in your mask. So I didn't get that. I didn't know we had so many thick people governing the country, to be fair. And that's my opinion, and I'll stick by that opinion. People were scared of something that weren't there. It was a test of the mind. That's all it was. Yeah, Crusader, you're probably Frauditer anyway. I have checked the block list. There's no Sea Dog. It's only Frauditer UK. If he comes in, behaves his age, like his age, then I'm happy for him to be in the room. But until he just acts like a little kid. Yeah, the virus was something like 75 smaller than
Oh,
holes
so
in the
much.
mask. Yeah, I know UK. It's mad. Oh, Tyrant Searcher, you're on. I thought you were locked up. I haven't seen you for ages. It's Fralder to talk to you, is he? Still here, Ty? What's happening? I'm out again. Was you locked up then, Tyrant? Again? I only guessed. Oh, okay, Tyrant. Sorry. Well, what was you up to then? Was you? I take it you were busy. Do you want to come on the panel, Tyrant? Yeah, it's weird. I was talking about you, and then Fralder to UK was on here, giving mouth as usual. He always gives mouth online. He never gives mouth to your face. I think Fralder to UK is turning into another gypsy. We don't like people like that, do we? All right, Tyrone, come on next time, mate, because I'm on next Saturday again at 7. So keep an eye out. Did you get the notification about tonight, or was you just searching? Yeah, I was talking about earlier about the prisons and stuff, the state of the prisons, but there's so many cell spaces available in the UK. You know, in England and Wales anyway. I haven't looked at the Scottish prisons yet. Oh, you didn't get a notification, or you're not sub to me now. Yeah, it was quite shocking, the ones that the amount of spaces in the prison system. Yeah, that's fine, Tyrant. Just definitely come on next Saturday at 7 o'clock. I'll be on. Okay, mate. Yeah, there's something like around in in England and Wales. I think there's so many. I'll just add it up, Tyrant. Right, 1, 3, just over a thousand. Oh, that's good, Tyrant. Yeah, it says I'm over. It's about over 1,000 spaces left in our prisons. 1,000 over about 1,500 spaces left in our UK in the England and Wales prisons. So we're not overcrowded. It's all to do with staff shortages. That's all. That's all it is. But the government are lying to everyone again. In Scotland, as you know, Tyrant, it's totally different to England, obviously. So I don't know. What's happening up there. Yeah, I know, Tyrant. It's crazy though. I just don't know why the government keep lying. They think everyone's stupid, But that's why I was coming on tonight about just talking about the prisons. I was hoping I'd have a few more people, but well overcrowded in Scotland. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at them. research it. But I can guarantee there's probably a few spaces. But it's staff shortages again. The thing is, the government need to lower their policy on recruitment prison officers, because there's certain people. What was I saying? I know it is tiring, it's mad, but with the policies on prison officers, I think they should lower if you've committed a crime and it's a low crime, they should basically, just invite them in and still see how they go. Let's say the officers and stuff, but make sure they're street smart. They should know a little bit more, but they don't seem to know anything. These officers now. It's like you see the police force. I mean, Christ, have you seen some of them officers? They look like they're about 10 years old, some of them. It's quite shocking. When I did a video with Live Free, we went to Boreham Wood, and there was this this woman. Yeah. So, Frauditor, why are you doxing postcodes? Tyrant is just doxing postcodes of people's addresses, mate. You're just an idiot, Frauditor. If you keep doing that, fella, then
I'll smash your face.
Someone will. Yeah, but you can't be that thick, Frauditor. You really can't be. Well, you must be for doing that. I mean, that's how old are you? How old are you? Seriously, didn't we have a text discussion about this? Yeah, I don't look up your address, and I wouldn't want to look up your address. Reason being is because I'm a human being with feelings. You clearly have got some problems. You only do it to people like that. You never do Tyrant's one. You never do anyone else's. Whether it's from public domain or not, people have common sense and not put things out.
That's right. I'm reporting them, wouldn't I?
Old enough, you said you had it. What's that mean? Shows what weed's doing to your head. Old enough. You're not old enough, are you? You're sending out my old postcode, right? So this woman who lives there, basically the new person who moved in, she's about 60, I think. Sarah, the one you saw? Well, that's the one who lives at my old address. Now I've got to tell her that her address is being doxed.
I'll ring her now and tell her. I'll go give her a call.
And she might call the police.
I'll call her now.
It is an old postcode, Frauditor. Most people know in my lives I live in Hemel. I mean, why would you try and do that anyway, Frauditor? I mean, come on, give it to me straight. Do you want to come on live saying we can talk? Or are you going to chicken out on it? Because you can't keep doing that to people.
Right. She's going to do it.
Oh, is she?
She's going to ring the police, yeah.
Yeah, so now you're in trouble. What do you want me to do, Frauditor? Do you want me to go around your, pay a fee and just try and find your address, do I? But it won't be going on the internet, I can tell you that now. I don't think you know me well enough. You know, you started to be like Gypsy now, but then Gypsy's not sick enough to put people's addresses down. Yeah, that's it. Sarah Huggard. That's her name. Thanks, UK Transparency. Sorry, mate, we've got a bully on the in the comments. Take care, mate. Come back next Saturday. See what I mean, Tyrant? Don't upset Fraudster because he'll put your address on the in the comments of people's. He said he was going to put mine, you know, in the comment section, like in the community. You can't keep doing this, Fraudster. Yeah, we used to, Colonel Ward, but Fraudster's become a Fraudster, as the saying goes. He calls himself Frauditor UK, but takes a mick out of other frauditors. You know, the bloke's mentally deranged. We were Tyrant, but the problem is Frauditor UK just carries on and on and on. You know, you say something that he doesn't like, he hates you. You know, he's just just be careful, Tyrant, of this guy. He's a little dweeb. You know, but don't worry about this. I'm gonna try and track him down. He won't be saying much then, will he? Then he threatens me with police and stuff because harassment. Well, it's not harassment when you're telling me about what he's doing to me. You know, the guy's mentally deranged. Yeah, that's the. I'm always careful. Yeah, I know, Tyrant. But you know, how can you be careful in front of Fraudster? You know, I'm careful, but I don't see. You know, I've been bullied at school many, many years ago. But it's like being in school with this guy. You know, then he says he hasn't got Asperger's and all that, which he has. He says he ain't got ADHD, which he has. Yeah, but it's not. It's not apparently Fraudster. You can't start terrorising a woman, and that's what you'd be doing. If you advertise addresses, people get killed for that. Yeah, just use your brain for once. You might be clever on social media, Fraudster, but you're not clever on the outside, fella. You're really not.
She's reported it.
Oh, she?
Lisa on the
She's
line.
reporting it. So, no, she's shitting herself. All because of a little dipstick like you. You know, you just. Oh. No, Tyrant, I won't be until I find him. Trust me, I will. Fraudster, use your brain. Have you seen the heading of you? Fraudster UK. But you take the mick out of frauditors. So what are you doing? Taking the mick out yourself? You are a proper number one fraudster.
Thick one.
Very thick. Like I said, I followed you from day one, and well, not maybe day one, probably a year later. But I thought you were a nice guy. Is that a threat? No, it's a promise, Fraudster. So what are you going to do with that one?
Eat them apples.
Eat them apples. Or how do you like them apples? See what I mean? You cry like a girl, but it's all right for you to do it to other people. I'm going to show you some certain things that you won't like. You know, and yes, I've seen a lot of stuff about you, Fraudster. A lot of stuff, which is quite, horrible. Not laughs, Tyrant. Not funny, bro. But, you know, Fraudster shouldn't be doing this, Tyrant. You should know this.
You're going to end up in tears. No, we will.
I'll never cry. I don't know how to cry, Fraudster. That's the thing. I'm going to end up crying. How am I going to end up crying, Fraudster, when I ain't done nothing wrong, but you have? How'd you work that one out? Oh, don't tell me. You're going to put a video up about me. Oh, look at Pegasus. He does this, he does that. Blah, 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 blah. Scream like a little bitch. Look, listen, Fraudster. Like I've said to Gypsy, you know, if any time you want to meet, give me a call. Yeah? A gypsy ran away, and so did you. I know you can't, Tyrant, not with him, no. I've noticed. But at least I stick up for people. I mean, Tyrant, don't get me wrong, yeah, I've said some bad shit about you, and I've said bad shit about Fraudster, only because I'm retaliating. I'll always retaliate. I say it how it is. Fraudster, what do you mean you're not running? I haven't seen you yet. But you will be. Like you told me on text that people have tried firebombing your house or your flat or your bedsit. But do you know what? I'm not surprised. I'd shake their hands. Because you've caused it. It's about time, Fraudster, you took responsibility for your actions. No, Tyrant, I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying that you're going to stick up for Fraudster. It's just the way it is. I get that, all right? Well, I don't get it, but...
But even Tyrant won't fall out over it.
No. What do you mean, Fraudster? Prove it? How can I prove it, you twat? So where do you live? Bristol still, yeah? Because you haven't been... well, mind you, I saw someone who looked like you a little while ago.
That's Watford, wasn't it?
Yeah, Watford.
Yeah.
By the junction. But yeah, you know, Fraudster, you got to sort it out, fella. You've really got to sort it out, because if you dock someone's address online, you don't know how many mad people are out there. Obviously, you're one of them. You know, it's people like yourself who get people killed. Yeah, it was Watford Junction. I thought I saw you at, because it looked like you. But I weren't sure whether to put the throttle down or not.
I would have.
Yeah.
First.
I wouldn't have broke, trust me. But anyway, yeah, it wouldn't make him any good looking, would it?
It's not anyway.
But, you know, Fraudster, you got to sort it out, fella. You know, I'll find your address, but why would I want to? You know, yeah, I'd love to see you in a fight, definitely. But that won't happen. Why didn't you? Because I was in the car. How am I supposed to approach you if I'm in a car?
Shoot you. Oh, maybe.
I'd probably piss himself. But Fraudster, again, and I will keep telling you, I'll text you my address. Yeah, but it won't be your address, will it? Yeah, you've already texted me Gypsy Auditor UK's address. I've still got it on my texts. I didn't even ask you for it, and you sent it to me. I know where he lives anyway, but I'm not going to get his, family involved. Tyrant, I couldn't, mate. What's the point of me boxing, for 2 seconds in a ring with this little squirt? You know, I wouldn't be able to even get a license anyway. You wouldn't know how to spell or, read one, to be honest. There's like on a boxing license, you've got like a licensing rule and you've got to read it before signing it. Fraudster can't even read that. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't be able to read that. He wouldn't know how to understand it. You know, he can't even read some of the stuff. That's why he puts on a robot voice. Does Google, whatever it is. Tyrant, to be honest, Frauditor, he's just an absolute lemon. You know, he's done it because he put, you know, the new where I used to live, he's basically put my, basically her postcode on the chats, in the chat. So what else is he going to do to put that woman at risk?
Oh, she's 65, by the way.
65.
But she said thanks for calling her 60.
So, you know, Frauditor's going to get in trouble now. Frauditor, I don't like apples. Sort myself out. I haven't even put your stuff on the bloody online, have I?
We'll have one next Saturday, trust me.
What's that?
His address and all that.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to play that.
No, I won't put his address online.
I'll get some information.
I'll use it for myself.
Yeah. I'll get information about him, though.
Mm-hmm. So look at these two.
What ones?
Frauditor and Tyrant. That's how close they are. You know, these, it's strange, really strange. Fraudy, are you going to come on or not? He won't come on because he's a pussy.
He won't come on because he runs like a bitch.
He does, doesn't he? He gets all upset and cries.
Just like Gypsy.
Mm-hmm. Come, Fraudy, are you going to come on or what? Shall I send a link out to you? No bloody link, you turd.
You're the fucking turd.
He doesn't know me, does he?
No. Put a link out. But he won't come on.
He will,
though.
but then he'll run off.
Yeah, because he runs like a bitch. I'm not going to say anything.
You going to come on then, Ash? Actually, no, I'm not going to call you a frauditor because you're not. Well, you are a frauditor. So, yeah, Ash is too good for you, really.
Weasel, frauditor.
Turd. Do you want Tyrant to come on with you to hold your hand? I've not spoken to him for about 4 weeks, like I said, Pegasus. Yeah, well, I don't know this guy's. Make your mind up. But what do you mean make my mind up? Frauditor, listen, I'm going to have a cigarette, okay? And when I come back, you're going to be coming on. Are you going to speak to him for that? Don't say it.
No, I don't want to speak to turds on there. Not Tyrant, no. Sorry, not you, Tyrant.
Tyrant, you bring yourself into it, mate.
Don't start, Tyrant.
No, shh. Right, I'll be back in a couple. I'll have a fag. If I send the link out, Tyrant and Frauditor and come on, and I'll let you two on. You have a talk, and then I'll come in after a fag. How about that? I'll do a gypsy. I'll have a cancer stick like you've had some. Well, there's the link, guys. My lovely partner will let you on. I have a fag.
I'm not talking to anybody.
Talk amongst yourselves until I come back. Wait.
live won't come on anyway.
Links down there, guys.
Coming on, Tyrant. Weasel Ash, you coming on?
Hi guys again, sorry about that. I've removed Fraudit UK from a mod as a mod. You'll no longer be there. Trying to be clever. I don't like bullies on my channel, especially who wants to dox people's addresses. If anyone wants to come on, guys, please do. I'm trying to pin the link. Is anyone gonna comment, or is all the old ones gone? Tyrant and Frauditor's gone. Probably on the phone together. Surprised Gypsy Auditor hasn't made an appearance, eh? See, I don't block people on the channel. I time them out if I think they're a bit gone way over the top. So I've been on an hour and a half now, so that's good. So probably give it another half an hour. But no, you know, every time I come on here, one of these don't even talk like, you know, talk about what I'm talking about, like the prison system and stuff like that. They just come in and try and mess things up. But Fraudit UK, unfortunately, he's just a bitch, really. Weasel, yeah. Tyrant seems to have run off as well when he said he was going to come on. Fraudit UK, he said he was going to come out, but he didn't come on. He won't come on though, because he knows not to.
No, because he ran like a bitch.
Yeah. So I'll be on every Saturday at 7 PM, guys, just to get my views up. I need, obviously, and hopefully I'll get a few more people in. You know, I'm okay with about 20 like I had last time, but any more than that, I don't know. I just feel more comfortable when there's 20 people or something in there, because otherwise, you know, you can't really keep up with everyone. Brought me into his fight before, so I know. But yeah, it's a shame. Frauditer ended up being an absolute arsehole. Definitely. Tyrant, he's gone. I suppose the names go with the people, I don't know. Tyrant, you know, usually you call people tyrants when they are tyrants. Bit like Ash Phillips. Frauditer UK, he's going on about frauditors, but then he's one himself. I just don't get it. But that's just the way things are. That's the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. Well, you know, there's a lot of unwell people on here. We know that. Sometimes, I don't know where Sea Dog, God knows where Sea Dog is. Who's the other one? Sniffer, he ain't been on. But someone said that I blocked Sea Dog, but I haven't. The only people I've blocked, no, I haven't blocked. No, I've only blocked. Who was it? I can't remember now.
Was it Ash?
Frauditer I ain't blocked now. I only put in time out. But I've taken his mod away and Tyrant out. I've taken Tyrant's mod. I have to trust people.
Well, Ash was alright to start off with.
Yeah, he was, because I used to like him.
Yeah, I did. I got on quite well with him, but now he's just an arsehole.
Yeah, he is.
Actually, a little wheezy one. So.
Yep, certainly is. But what can you do when you live in a zoo?
Eat them.
Eat them apples, yes, crunch, crunch.
Smash.
But that's the thing with Ash. He doesn't like. He likes to give it, but he can't take it.
He's one of them.
Yeah.
I was like that once.
What?
I can give it but not take it. Now it's the other way around. I get gobby.
Yeah.
Well, this is fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I was hoping for a panel discussion.
Told you, they've run like bitches.
They've run and they.
Or they're talking on the phone. Oh, he said this, he said that.
Right, is there anyone in, guys? Are you going to comment or except Miss Pegasus? There's only 5 people in, which is not good. But it's better than nothing. Better than nothing at all. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see if I can do this. Just trying to see what I can do. On here. Five people still. No one commenting at all.
I'll go another fag.
So, guys,
I might come on if I run off.
next week, when I come back 7 o'clock next Saturday, we'll have another discussion about what's going on. We'll spice it up a bit. I'm going to do a bit of research on certain people, and I'll bring it up on Saturday. But you take care, guys, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Sleep well, and respect you all.